Yo, it's Cast again, and today's subject is this monstrosity of a wig that I've made. Now, I'm not an expert when it comes to wigs, and when I decided to do the Rose Quartz cosplay, I didn't know what I was getting into. So, I guess this is somewhat of a tutorial on how to get the curls perfect, or a warning, however you want to take it, if you're doing or planning on doing Rose Quartz. First of all, the wig gets angry when you're not careful, and it has tried to eat me on several occasions. Even now, because I left it too long, sitting out after September, it had a spider in it, and I can only assume that there's probably going to be more on my adventure. Now, it doesn't look like much right now because it's kind of but I've pre-treated it for like a week so that it could get this way for me to deal with it again. But basically what I did to even get the closest thing to Rose that I could, I bought two long pink wigs and I weaved them together, which was not fun because I hate hand sewing, first of all. And there are tutorials for that online, and I'm not gonna do that unless I specifically have to, because I really do hate hand weaving things. But then when I took them pieces together, I matched them up with the right places, and then I'm not gonna lie to you. Getting it to curl by any traditional means failed. Every single one of them failed for me. I used a hot iron, doesn't work, doesn't even like it. Like, it makes this wig laugh. That's how bad this wig is. I've tried hairspray. It'll stay with the hairspray, but not as long as I want it. So I found the best way to deal with this without damaging the wig is starch. Yeah, starch. That was the only way it was gonna stay. And it worked out pretty fine, and it doesn't look like it now, but the fact that I've sprayed it with conditioned water and it still retains its curl, I think starch is pretty good. I got me some watered down hair conditioner because I can't find the wig shampoo, and I'm not really going to try when the dollar stuff can work just as good. I used hot water, and I used a hefty, like I would say a handful of this, and mixed it in with the hot water and shook it till it was crazy. And then I just spray the heck out of it until, and that's how it got this far at least, because I've been doing this for a week solid. All of the different other things I've had to use to curl a wig, is hairspray, like I said. This Max Hold stuff actually is pretty decent if you want to style a wig really fast and get it to dry really fast without getting all the fumes in the air, I guess. And of course, my favorite, starch. You have to really be careful which wig you use, because if it's synthetic hair, it'll, I always hot iron my wigs before I try to style them. And if it's a synthetic wig, it'll burn, and I will show you a good example of that. This is a weave that I pulled from a wig that I got at the Walmart Halloween section. It's good, it's cheap. I just needed a few weaves from a wig, and I didn't feel like buying a whole new wig, so I just bought me a cheapo, and I was really careful, but I seam ripped the weave out of there. And if you can see really here, when I hot ironed, they got melted together. And this is Walmart, so you really have to be careful with which wig you pick. But I'm not knocking you. If all you can afford is Walmart wigs, all I can say is be very careful. Alright? Okay. I don't want you to get mad. Oh, I gotta get myself psyched up. Oh, alright. Third time that I've done this. And it still doesn't make it any easier. It really doesn't. And I won't make you sit through my pain. I'll probably do a time lapse, or I will just like not even film it at all. But what I do first is, where'd that stuff go? Hey yo! I grab my mixture and I wet this real good so it'll be easier. I normally start from the top and I just slowly brush out the stiffness. And if you're working with a fairly new wig, like you're just now doing this, that's fine. Oh gosh. You just gotta be really careful because this ain't real hair. It will pull out and you have to be super careful. Okay, obviously this isn't where I want to go.
When it's time to move to underwear, toddlers see things a bit differently. Thanks to Pampers Easy Up.
See, it's starting to straighten itself back out, which is awesome because it'll keep the curls fresh. So that way you don't have to, it doesn't look like one strand of hair has been curled over and over and over again. It looks like they're supposed to be curled. Do you want to see the 7th level of hell? This is the 7th level of hell. You want to pick small strands of hair, like really skinny strands. Otherwise the curls are just, and I'm not knocking the drill curl method, it doesn't look natural to me. I try to be more of a real life cosplayer, what they would look like in real life, and I like to add my own personal style. But if you want to go exactly the drill curl method, by all means do it. If I would have known this would have been very difficult, I would have tried to figure that out myself. Yeah, no. Stop. Stop being difficult. Stop it. And despite the fact that it's still wet, it's going to dry sticky from the leftover starch. So that will actually save you a lot of trouble later. So what I do is I spray the starch on there. I make sure it gets all over it. And then I curl it very carefully. Dadgummit, I dropped the thing. Where'd it go? Oh no, it's all the way over there. Okay. Screw it. Dadgummit. And then you just do that. And that's 1 out of 300 or something like that. I lost count. I lost a lot of stuff while trying to work on this wig. So you just keep going, and like I said, you work from the top. I would not recommend working from the bottom because it will eat you. So I guess I'm going to do a time lapse so that you don't have to sit through this entire video, because this probably will take me a few hours, to be honest. This is hour 2. I hate doing this every single time I have to do this. Look how far I am. It's not even all of them. It's not even all of them. Why do I do this to myself? Alright, so a few hours later, I finally get it done. And it looks like an angry beehive, which is accurate. It's accurate. I'm not gonna joke with you. So next, I'm going to use my hairspray and steady this.
And I think it's the best thing that's ever happened to both of us.
I wonder why God could do someone.
If you're not sure if the hairspray is going to really work, you can use this, which is pretty good.
Oh my god.
So, if you let this hairspray and blood and anger dry, and then I guess, the next day, hit it really hard again, do that for a couple days, and then let it sit. Leave it alone until you need to use it. because that is not a happy wig, I can tell you that. So, that's all I do for curling my wig. If you thought this was helpful, cool. And yeah, bye. Yeah, Rose Quartz don't play no games. I had to struggle with this thing.